Welcome everybody to Indiana. Today we're going to be cleaning out this chicken coop. You can see we got some eggs we got to grab up. We're going to get this whole thing cleared up, get it scooped out. We'll get this all this really rich materials put somewhere else. Then we have a couple of ways to support this netting, so we'll take you along on some of the improvements. It should be a good day. Isn't that right, little loose birds? Yep, they're excited for it too, so stay tuned. So I was hoping to actually use this, but then I switched over to this, and this was still too tall for that bottom lip there. So we kind of kept our little blocker board in place, and then as we scraped, we just kind of brought it over, and anything that fell down, put underneath, or we kind of spread it out on the walkway here, which isn't, there was so much straw in there and so few chickens. There really wasn't, the ratio is still pretty high of straw to doo-doos. And then what we did with all that straw is we actually just put it back into the chicken coop. Yeah, since this was the first time of actually clearing out that coop since last year when we built it, I figured just a quick trip next door, dump all this out. It's not, like I said, the ratio is pretty high, so that's a little bit more bedding for them, because we will be adding more straw in here, but that kind of takes care of some of that. But the optimum thing to do, what we'll do next year, is we'll actually drop a pile over there, and we'll drop a pile in that garden, and just add some of the, kind of spread the fertility around. And we got a kitty cat. Hi, kitty cat. You wanna come in and see the chickens? You wanna come in and see the chickens? No, I just... You wanna come in, buddy? Wanna come in? Oh, and here is why you get rid of all of the tie downs for your straps for your for your straw. Oh, let me get out of here. All right, back on track here. We actually got these 21 bales for just over 120 bucks, and then with this cart makes it super easy. I'm gonna bring over 3 just in case, but see how that works out, spreads out. Yep, and you can just throw them just like that. I just took off that string that's on them, and they'll mess around, they'll kick it all down, and if we need to throw another bale in, we just throw it on top, take the strings off, and the chickens, they're a self-leveling creature, so they'll take care of all the work. See how happy they are? You give them one extra bale of straw, and they're just happy. I think they might also be excited about these. These are bird feeders, and we're gonna actually use those to support the netting. You can see that one right there is doing it already. These ones are taller, so if we get 2 more in there, we should be able to raise the whole roof and make it easier to walk around in there. And I'll bring it back in after I've done that and put more straw out there. Okay, so we're done with our little project here. Chickens are happy. It was nice we got the door's big enough. We can just bring that cart in. That makes things a little bit easier. As you can see, we got straw everywhere. I'm just looking at this maple tree that I might prune that lower and get some branches. It kind of depends on how I feel, but definitely we can't let it stay growing because it's just gonna trash our little roof here, little ceiling. But it is nice to have more head height, as long as I don't get too close to the edge, I suppose. Well, yeah, that's pretty good. Those things work pretty well. They just screwed together. I used one less than it came with. I think it gets up to like 14 feet. So that's probably 12 and a half feet, whatever it is. Gives us lots of room, get some tension on there, so hopefully the leaves and stuff will fly off. But we actually have a mulberry tree above us, so early summer, late spring, this whole area gets all sorts of free snackies for these birdies. And they're enjoying having some straw, some more stuff to dig through, the wormies they can eat, and all the little bugs and all that to supplement their diet. We really don't want them on that bagged food, that dried, whatever processed bagged food for too long. So now they can have plenty of stuff. We keep a couple of, there's a bush that will probably come in with my pruners and kind of trim that up a bit. But if I keep it tall enough, they can't eat the leaves. But if it's something that produces food, then they just drop the berries. As you can see, we got a couple more maples in here, so I'll chop those down. But there are goji berries in here. You can tell by the thorns. We got some goji berries in here. Kind of a, I don't know, a tall ground cover. Kind of likes to just spread across the landscape. So if we can always add more plants in there too. Maybe some aronia berries or elderberries, something like that. You get some more things growing in here. It's a pretty small space, so there's plenty of stuff growing around. So it's not like it's a dead zone or anything. But we were hoping that it would be an actual like fertility center for the rest of our gardens. So it's gonna work out pretty well. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna start recording and start pruning some other stuff. So there'll be another video coming out pretty soon. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.